Virgos, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Monthly Tarot for September 2024. Thank you so much for joining me. This is for any Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also if you have Virgo in a particular house or planet that you need clarity on, then this message is also for you. Got a little distracted right at the beginning. A moth flew onto my window. So I do think that this is going to be a very powerful month of transformation for you, all right? A very exciting month, but really shedding a lot of energy that we just don't need in our lives anymore, okay? It's going to be attached a lot probably to that Capricorn paradigm. At the beginning of the month, we do have Pluto retrograde going back into Capricorn from September 1st to beginning of November, all right? So that's probably going to be really felt with earth signs with this yearning to revert back to old patterns related to that collective energy. Also, too, before I forget, thank you so much to all my subscribers. If this reading does end up resonating, please do hit that like button and subscribe and share it with somebody who needs to hear this message. So the message that did come through while I was clearing your cards before we get to the astrology, that pull, okay? There's something here to some shadow energy we need to clear that's pulling us back into a fearful mindset, and I'm getting like related to our finances, okay? So if there is something in the collective with this Pluto retrograde going back into Capricorn related specifically to finances, like, I don't know, like stocks or, something like that, where it fluctuates and then that, has you back into that fearful mindset of like, needing protected or whatever, just make sure that you understand that this retrograde is only here until November and then we're back on track, okay? So I just want you to not, whatever fears come through, work through it, okay? Don't revert. I'm just getting this message of reverting back. So just stay aligned with where you're going, stay aligned in, yeah, making sure you choose your battles wisely, okay? And changing your perspective, because there's also this message of forceful communication. Now, that could be coming from you or somebody else, all right? But I'm getting a younger energy. So I just want you to tune into the evolution that has come. And also a reminder that the message of the astrology for September, which also the astrology calendar is going to be linked in the description, but this message is like the purge. We are purging relationships, beliefs, routines, things that just don't serve this new identity, okay? This is for all of us, like every sign, okay? But you're going to be feeling this heavily because this new moon in Virgo that's happening is in your sign in the beginning of the month, okay? And then you have your shadow sign where that full moon partial lunar eclipse is going to be happening in Pisces. So please, please, please be mindful that what we don't need to believe in, what we don't need to do anymore, the people that we don't need to like spend time with, like all of this energy, embrace the things that are falling away because it's bringing in space for the things that you've been, yes, it's been bringing in space. Like Pluto's like, I'm just clearing these things out so you can enjoy everything, the comforts of life, okay? Just enjoy the simple pleasures of life. This is Mars and Pisces. So it's just this idea of like knowing what's clearing is clearing to provide more comfort, which that it might not really be that comfortable having to clear these things. But that's just a very strong message, okay? So please, 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 just stay aligned with that as much as you can, and always check out the astrology videos from Pam Gregory, Heather Ensworth, Donna Stelhorn. They do wonderful transit updates, really help put your mind at ease, get to the specific houses in your chart that are going to be affected, okay? So also a thing for you to keep in mind, what house is Virgo rule and what house is Pisces rule, okay? And then what house is your Pluto in? Because we're going to be feeling that energy very heavy this month, all right? And so when we can keep it in perspective and be like, this is part of what I'm moving through, this is, it all begins to click, okay? It just all begins to click. So let's see what we got going on for you, Virgos. Man, yeah, Pluto's going to be felt very strong. And incorporating that Pisces energy, like that was your Saturn lesson, okay? This is Aries and Pisces. And the Queen of Wands empowers other people when she feels empowered, but that empowerment has to come from within. We can't fake it. We have to feel it, okay? And also the thing with this Queen of Wands is she's generous, optimistic, like all of those Pisces traits of that polar natal energy of yours. All of those traits that are meant to rise to the surface for you. Nice. Oh, wow. Cool. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you're going to be back on track, and there's something here of you standing your ground. Okay, so this is a very fascinating energy, and this could be somebody else. Okay, so we're going to just dive through this, and then we're going to circle back to this energy. But King of Swords, if this is you, you are in the driver's seat, Virgo. All right, this is taking charge. There's a line drawn in the sand, okay? And you're very determined, like, this is the way, all right? You're not taking anybody else's advice. You know what needs to be done. Like, that's the type of authoritative energy. However, if this is somebody else, could be somebody that is very difficult to deal with. Lines drawn in the sand. I'm not listening. You know what I mean? Like, so just take that in mind. It could be a boss. This is usually an authoritative figure of some sort, boss, parent, you know, something like that, teacher, whatever this is, though, there's somebody who, like, if this is you, you're standing confidently in this power, but if it's not you, it's somebody that could be, unfortunately, causing some conflict, because the Two of Swords is telling me to compromise when you can, keep things in perspective, and making decisions from within. So like I said, I don't know if we are seeing things clearly, and that could be, like I said, related to that shadow energy of, like, there's something fearful bubbling up to the surface, okay? And it's causing fight or flight kind of energy in you. And it's just this, like, reminder, I am protected, I am safe, I am protected, I am safe. I don't need to exert that type of energy, because what you have the right amount of, the sun, okay? So here's where you focus your energy, okay? Gratitude. How much amazing thing, how much wonderful abundance you have, okay? There is something to celebrate, and that's where you need to, like, so even if this is the energy around you, having this, okay, this is everything. So whenever you get pulled into that fear, remind yourself of everything you have. What you need less of, Two of Wands. Now, Two of Wands is Mars and Aries. So like I said, I'm getting more of a sense that this might be you. And we need to, like, Mars is ruled by Aries, okay? And, like, that's about, like, asserting yourself in a very, sometimes forceful way. But this is that idea of, like, we need to compromise. We need to, okay. This choice that's being made it's like I said, this to me is a month of, transformation in your beliefs, transformation in how you interact with your relationships. And that was a message for your shadow energy, your Saturn energy last year. Now that I'm remembering, is this idea of, like, how you interact with your relationships and being vulnerable. And you know what I mean? Like, there's something here where we need to welcome in other people's opinions. We need to welcome in other people's desires. Okay, like, that's just a very strong message. What you can change, the Ace of Cups. So this is what I love, is the Ace of Cups is focusing on replenishing your emotional well-being, right? That your emotional well-being should be a top priority. This isn't ruled by Pisces, but look at those two fish. And so what this is saying is, like, incorporating that Pisces energy, self-care, okay? Like, if you're stressed out, like, take a bath, put on a mask. And if you don't like doing that, just, like, laying on the floor and listening to music. Like, there's just something here to letting in that energy of emotional replenishment is gonna be what clicks for you, okay? It's like, if you're stressed about money, putting in more hours isn't the answer. All right, like, that's just, like, focusing on your well-being is the most important thing. What you need to accept, Two of Cups. So this is interesting. Okay. So this is so funny to see this in something that you need to accept, because this is enjoying, like, harmonious relationships, right? People that vibe with you. It's Venus in Cancer, and there might be somebody coming in, and you're fearful of letting somebody in. So if you're single, like, this could be something where it's like, I've been alone for so long, I don't even know how I could, you know, fit this person into my life. Like, that's really an interesting message. There's some fear here related to letting this love in. It could be a Cancer too. Oh, another thing actually that needs to be brought up. Mars is going into Cancer in September. I don't remember the exact date, but that's going to bring out a lot of like mama bear energy, very protective, nurturing, but nurturing on the defense, right? And so that could be where this like gets triggered, but I'm almost getting that this is like a very confident person that's coming into your life, and they're almost intimidating you, and making you doubt stuff. Very fascinating, but you need to accept this into your life, okay? End of the month. What I love about this, 8 of Coins, all right? This is, you're back on track. And so that's what I said, is like this energy of like clearing out is making way for new, all right? Tuning back into yourself, because that's so important. This is Sun in Virgo, okay? So like I said, even if you are feeling a shakeup this month with your beliefs, your routines, it's getting you back to who you are at the end of the day, all right? And that's a message you get a lot, is like embracing that Pisces energy doesn't take away from your Virgo-ness. It actually makes you more of who you're meant to be. And this is, you know, you might have the desire then to take a course or expand your knowledge. There's just something here to that expansion of knowledge, Jupiter and Gemini, that is going to be very lucrative. So if you want to learn something new, if you want to take an online course, do it, all right? However you can expand in that way, it's a huge yes, okay? All right, so let's get some past life energy, because I'm very curious to see more what this past life energy is all about. All right, 1 second here. Okay, so we got, Farm and Lessons and Blessings. Okay, I'm excited about this. I don't think I've ever gotten the farm card before, to tell you the truth. So let's start with that, because from this is coming a lesson and a blessing. Your past life on a farm is influencing your situation you're inquiring about. Perhaps you enjoyed a simple, happy life and you crave that simplicity once more. You may have enjoyed the warmth of an extended family during your farm life. Your angels also may be nudging you to become self-sustaining by growing your own food, as you did in prior lifetimes. You most likely carried forward your green thumb ability to grow plants as well. Also, this card may be asking you to reconnect with animals and nature, which were a part of your past life. If you had a past life accident involving farm equipment, this may carry forward to an unexplained injury in this life. You've also had relationships in that life that you're playing out in this one. Your body will tell you which situation fits, so notice any goosebumps, chills, or physical reactions you get to while I'm reading this, okay? And then from this comes the Lessons and Blessings. And it's interesting too, because this has been popping out for people, okay? So there's this message of the things that are clearing, the lesson I learned from them, and now I'm welcoming in my blessings, okay? So you drew this card as a sign that the situation you're currently experiencing is a result of prior lifetimes. Take a look at the other cards you drew along with this one to get a sense of where or when that life occurred. This card means that you learned important lessons which are bringing blessings to your present lifetime. Congratulations! You mastered how to turn painful events and memories into growth experiences. You can apply the same strength to every area of your life. All right, I love that. Okay, so let's get, that was easy, some archetypal energy here. This can be you or somebody else in your life, Virgos. Teacher, I love this. So light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Okay, very cool. Something there to the lesson too, the lesson and the blessing of it. Okay. Now let's get dragon energy. So you're the dragon. I also recommend that you check out your Eastern astrology, right? Because like depending on the year, like what part of your 12-year cycle, that can really affect a lot of the Western astrology too. All right, Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. Okay, so this is what I find interesting. Which is, this might sound weird, but having self-discipline with making sure that you put this at the top of your list, okay? Not just the earthly 3D energy of, you know, your routine and what you eat, but like making sure that this is part of that discipline, is that you're disciplined into putting self-care into your routine, okay? All right, so let's get some crystal energy here for Virgos. All right, what crystal energy? All right, what crystal energy is going to help Virgos? There's also this message too. So while I'm recording this, out of nowhere, some rain is coming in, and I'm, you know, going back to thinking about your Pisces energy, your polar natal Pisces energy, and the importance of being vulnerable. Okay, like if you do have your guard up this month, like it's good to be vulnerable, no matter what the outcome is. Sometimes. Okay, wow, Opal, emotional magnification. So welcome in that Pisces energy. All right, let that water nurture your earth. Okay, let that water nurture your earth. Opal's beautiful too, if you can have some opal around you. This is a wonderful card too, a beautiful card. If you want to take a screenshot, make that your background on your phone. Amazing, okay. Oh, let's get an empowering question. All right, what empowering question is going to help Virgos embrace all this energy? All right, so empowering questions for the month of September, Virgos. What is my life like when it is in balance? How would I want to be encouraged right now? What do I want to hear? And why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? All right, so reflect on these messages while you work with the energy for September. Now we're going to do one clarifier, and then we're going to close this out, Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, please hit that like button and subscribe to help support this channel, and share this message with somebody who needs to hear it. And let's get one last clarifier for Virgos for September 2023. Okay, that was way too many cards, but love seeing that the Eight of Pentacles was there again. You, okay? If you wanna start learning something new, now's the time to do it. Look at that. Like I said, Virgos, this is a renewal, okay? And so let your guard down, let in love, and let in this emotional healing. I absolutely love this for you, Virgos. Again, thank you so much for joining me. As always, shine your inner light. You've got this.